Okay, so hello people. So today we'll be solving LeetCode DailyQuestion. Find all groups of farmland, and in this we'll be given an index 0 indexed m into n binary matrix land where 0 represents a hectare of forested land and 1 represents a hectare of farmland. Okay, and to keep the land organized, there are designated rectangular areas or tiers that consist entirely of farmland, and these rectangular areas are called groups, and no two groups are adjacent, meaning farmland in one group is not for directionally and adjacent to another farmland in a different group. Okay, so we are having a land can be represented by a coordinate system where the top left corner of land is 0 and 0 and the bottom right of the corner of land is n minus 1 and minus 1. We have to find the coordinates of the top left and bottom right corner of each farmland, and a group of farmland with the top left corner is R1 C1 and bottom with R2 C2 as represented in a 4-length array of R1 C1 and R2 C2. Okay, and we have to return a 2D array containing the 4 length described above for each. Okay, so in this case we'll be given, like, this is the example. This is one farmland, this is another farmland, and this whole is the one farmland. Okay, so we have to return the starting point and the ending point. For this, let's firstly have the directions array. Directions, that will be equal to new int, uh, and this will be having 0 comma 1 and then 1 comma 0, 0 comma minus 1 and minus 1 comma 0. Okay, now also have two variables, let's say row 1, and to keep the track of the rows, to row 1 and row 2. And okay, now let's just move towards this function, and this will be given a track of the visitor. Again, this will be a DFS function only, boolean visited, that will be equal to new boolean of size land dot length and land 0 dot length. Okay, and in this we'll be having a list of integer array, that will be our answer list, that will be equal to, let's say, currently a new array list only. And now what we'll be doing is that we'll be traversing in row, that for int row 1 will be equal to 0 while row 1 is less than land dot length, and we'll be doing row 1 plus plus. Okay, now we'll be doing the same for column, that for int col1 equal to 0, col1 less than land 0 dot length and then col1 plus plus. Okay, now what we'll be doing checking is that if land of row 1 and col1 is equal to 1 and it's not visited, okay, and not visited row 1 column 1. So in this case what we'll be doing is we'll be having my row 2, we will be initializing with 0, and let's say the column 2 will be equal to 0. Okay, so I guess here I made a mistake. I need to write row 2 and column 2. Yeah, and the global scope I need to declare these two variables. Okay, and now we'll be just calling the DFS function. Let's say DFS, and that will be passing the land, the visited array, and my row 1 and the column 1. Okay, and let's have a integer answer array, that will be equal to new int of row 1 in this format, call 1 row 2 and column 2. Okay, and we'll be adding this to our answer list, answer dot add array, and at the end we'll be just using stream to convert this answer list into the array answer dot stream, which will be converting it to array, and this will be having an integer, and let's just type the new keyword. Okay, and now let's just quickly write the DFS function. Okay, private boolean, oh, not boolean, void DFS. It will be taking parameter the int land array and, oh sorry, boolean visited int x comma int y. Okay, and this will be firstly setting the visited x y equal to true, and then we'll be having that the row 2 will be equal to maximum of row 2 comma x, and similarly we'll be having the maximum from column 2 also yeah, column 2 call 2. Okay, and now we'll be traversing in the direction that for int dir and dirs I'll be having, let's say, int I that will be equal to my x plus dir 0, and my int j is equal to y plus dir 1. Okay, and what I'll be doing is I'll be checking that if it's within farm length is farm, let's say I am writing this function again. I'll be writing this function. I'll be passing I j land dot length and land 0 dot length. Okay, and it's not visited I j. What I'll be doing is I'll be calling the default function again for the land visited I and then j. Now let's just quickly write this function that private boolean is farm. It is taking parameters as int x, int y, int n, and int m. Okay, what I have to do is I have to return that if x is greater than or equal to 0 and x is less than n, and y is greater than or equal to 0 and y should be less than m. Okay, so I guess okay, and here I forgot one condition, and not visited basically, and my land ij should also be equal to 1, and land I j is equal to 1. Okay, now let's run it. Okay, yes, so I guess I missed something in the last line. So it's a double column basically. Yeah, now let's run it. Yeah, and it gets accepted. Now let's submit it. Okay, so this was it for today. Thank you for watching.